Well, disappointing, obviously. Sometimes this game's funny. Sometimes the puck finds its way in one net and you can't get it in the other. At the end of the day, that's what this game's all about. It's about scoring goals. And you can have all sorts of territorial time. You can have lots of shots. You can have a good forecheck. You can do things well in the regroup in the neutral zone. But at the end of the day, this is about productivity and scoring goals. And we weren't opportunistic. And they were. And I don't know how much more there needs to be said. That was the difference in the game.
Just name like 6 things your team did well tonight. Do you look at this as a net positive moving forward, even with the loss?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna play well and not win games, and I thought that was the case tonight. I thought we did a lot of good things. Just couldn't buy a goal. And, they compete, they play hard, they block shots. They got a good team. I don't want to discredit them. I'm just looking at from our end of it, and I just thought we did a lot of good things.
Defensively, it seemed like their goals came pretty much on the rush or just kind of against the run of play. Do you feel you guys are able to bounce back from that at all? I mean, this kind of seemed to come at the most.
Well, I'm not going to. The first goal, I still do not understand how that wasn't a penalty. I mean, Charlie McAvoy got, chop blocked, and he goes down. They go on a partial breakaway. I mean, the second one was penalty kill. Again, we do a great job killing the penalty, and we make a bad decision at the blue line. It's about 4 seconds left on the penalty, and that's about the 5th initial rush goal we've given up on the shorthanded, and it's not like it's off broken plays, and just a bad decision, and so now we're down 2-0, and come out playing well in the third, and a goal that obviously odds would love that back. Just a tough break, and the fourth one was, I still don't know how it looked like a Super Bowl coming out of the corner, but hey, give them credit. They threw it to the net and it found its way in.
After the game last night, you said it was tough to find that third goal, and it kind of kept UConn in at the end of getting one before the end of regulation. What was the feeling like after UConn got their third goal tonight?
Well, obviously, it's demoralizing because I thought we had some great chances to make it 2-1 right before then, and for them to come down and score so easily, it can really deflate a team. And no matter how mentally tough you are and how much you encourage your team, it's tough to overcome that. And then the fourth one was just icing on the cake, and it was just one of those nights, and it's going to happen in the course of the season. So,
kind of stressed how you guys couldn't buy a goal. What would you make of the first line? They seemed to be buzzing, had a lot of chances but couldn't capitalize. What does that do to a line when you seem like they played pretty damn good game and they couldn't come away with it?
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see what the scoring chances were for that line. I mean, I thought they really were buzzing, and Harper alone, I thought had 6 grade A glorious chances. And, again, at the end of the day, we could sit here till we're blue in the face and talk about everything under the sun, but they found ways to score and we didn't.
Kind of going off that first line had 16 shots on goal, near 37. You include the defenseman, spikes up to 27 shots, and subtract that, and it's the rest of the 3 lines. You only
It's a lot of math for me right now.
That's
a lot of math.
What I'm trying to say is the outside of the top line, the bottom 3 forward lines only 10 shots on goal. Is that worrisome?
Like I said, I'd have to watch the film. Maybe they missed the net a lot, or I thought all 4 lines had zone time and did a lot of good things. One line happened to hit the net more than the others.
Coach, 2 shutouts in the last 4 games, unfortunately. Do you think the injuries up front are kind of starting to take a toll on the team?
Yeah, I'm sure they are. I mean, anytime you lose 3 of your top 9 forwards, it's going to catch up to you eventually, But like I said, we attempted 77 shots tonight. It was one of those games. The game ended, and oh my God, it didn't feel like we played like a 4-0 loss. It's just one of those games. And I know I'm being redundant, but you can do all these things great. If you don't score and they do, you lose. It's really that simple. But that being said, over the course of the season, if you do the things I thought we did pretty well tonight consistently, you're going to have a much better chance to win more games over the long run. And that's what it's about.
Do you worry about kids losing faith in the process, I guess, when they do play this well but they don't get a win?
No, because when we have, we've won. It's not like we're 2-7. We've won some hockey games, and this was one where I think it was probably the first game where I think we've lost that we deserved to win. I shouldn't say deserved to win. Played in a manner that would allow us to win. I don't want to take anything away from UConn.
Speaking of kind of
kind of a classic bend but don't break road game for them. And it could have been 3-0 if not for their goaltender by 5 minutes into the early period. This guy gave up 6 goals last week.
Yeah.
What did you make of him today?
Well, I knew he was a great goalie, so I'm not surprised he did what he did tonight. And, you know, I mean, it wasn't like we didn't have traffic. It wasn't like our shots were from the perimeter. We had great A's. We had some great A chances. And he made the saves, you know, and he's a big kid. He's square to the puck. He doesn't panic, and he makes it difficult for you. And you're probably not going to beat him on the initial shot. They did a nice job clearing second opportunities. You know, so that was the story of the game, really.
I believe first midweek game is Tuesday against Harvard. What's the message on that short turnaround for the team?
Well, the message is, you know, our schedule is doing us a favor because we don't have to live with this very long. You know, we get to play Tuesday night, and as opposed to living with this till next weekend. So, you know, that's the good news. The good news is we get to get back at it and move past this. I want it to sting, but not sting to the point where it's going to get in the way of us preparing for Tuesday night against a very good Harvard.